I think whoever comes out of that wild card game, they're playing 5 games with the Giants.
Yeah, or they get swept. It's really one of two. Hello everybody, welcome back to another 450 Dead Center video channel podcast type-ish thing. Chris here with Daniel.
Hello. I think we're just gonna start calling it Chris Baseball News.
It's a good one, because the Jays are out, so...
Yeah.
Unfortunately. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it.
But Chris, like, this brings us to probably, I would say, the second or third most, like, anticipated day for any baseball player.
Oh yeah, it's the wild card game day today. Wild card
game day.
I love the wild card
playoffs. I think the only 2 days more exciting are the World Series and opening day.
Yeah, probably. I'd say so. But Daniel, for a special thing for the playoffs, you know, MLB, they always put up their bracket challenge online. So we're going to fill one of those out today.
Yep. I mean, we never won one, but like...
Yeah, no, I've personally never won. I mean, I've been close. Like, I guessed the Dodgers to win last... No, did we guess Oakland last year?
I have no idea.
I think I picked Oakland last year, but then the year before... No, I definitely didn't pick the Nationals.
My team always loses in the ALCS.
Always. Oh, really? I mean, I never pick the Yankees. I always pick them to lose first round, so then I always lose. I always lose.
So speaking of that, Chris, first wildcard game tonight is Boston versus New York.
Okay. Who's your money? You got Garrett Cole versus Eovaldi, I think it is.
Is it Eovaldi? Oh, like a sale pitch Sunday.
Yeah, and he sucked too. Like, what the heck, Nationals? Can't even...
I have no clue.
Okay, well, we're not going to get onto that because it'll just piss me off too much.
I mean, but still, it's going to be a good matchup. It's in New York. In New York or in Boston?
Fenway. It's in Fenway.
It's in Fenway. Oh.
Yankees wanted it to... Well, I mean, Red Sox had a better record. That's why it's in Fenway. Like, they had a better, like, head-to-head. But even if the Jays or Seattle made it into, like, the playoff, I guess it was, to make it into the playoffs, but Yankees chose to play Boston in Fenway than rather to play Seattle in Seattle or Toronto in Toronto. Or even Toronto at home. That's so weird.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
So do you think the Yankees have the edge here against Boston?
I hate to say it, but I think they do. Like, because from what we've seen, the Blue Jays are like the only team that can hit Garrett Cole. So I don't think the Red Sox are going to, and I think the Yankees are going to beat up on Eovaldi. Not that he's the worst pitcher in the world, but he's not Garrett Cole.
The thing is, I agree with you, sadly. That's the thing.
I know. I want Boston to win.
You're also forgetting to mention a certain man named Aaron Judge, who has been red hot lately. So
yeah.
And he loves that short porch. So
he just loves hitting in Fenway. Like,
I mean, Stanton also likes it. So like,
Stanton
I'm expecting kind of a blowout tonight, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. But
I hope I'm wrong too. Like, I want the Red Sox to win so bad, just because I want the Yankees to lose. To be honest, like, I you know what? Like, I don't want any team to move on, but I'd rather be the Red Sox than the Yankees.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say. You want me to agree with you? You want me to disagree? Because like I feel like that's every single MLB fan right now. If you're not from Boston or New York, New York Yankee fan specifically, like you don't really want either of these teams to win the playoffs.
Yeah, and then there's also another wildcard game tomorrow night, which is the Cardinals versus Dodgers, and that's probably going to be a really exciting one.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the most exciting like wild card matchup I've been excited to watch. I guess I butchered that.
Yeah, since the 2016 when the Jays
were to watch a wild card in so long.
Yeah, I think the most excited I've been was the Jays one in 2016 versus the Orioles, but I was also very nervous because like, Baltimore was a good team back then. But
Cardinals, like Dodgers versus Cardinals, is it Scherzer pitching?
Oh, I don't even know.
I will quick Google it.
And is it going to be Wainwright or Jack Flaherty pitching?
I have no clue. Did they even announce the starters?
Wainwright versus Max Scherzer.
Ooh.
Wow. That's going to be a good one.
I mean, talk about like two players who have tons of postseason experience.
Yeah, I mean, what is this, 2010 or something? Like, what the heck are these two guys doing here? Yeah.
They're Prime Wainwright
versus Max Scherzer, who's going to be a Blue Jay next season. Like, wow. What I mean, I'm gonna give it to the Dodgers. But here's the but. I would love the Cardinals to move on because then the Dodgers with 6 wins, they don't move on. That'd be so funny.
I'm gonna go against the grain here, Chris. I'm saying the Cardinals win.
I mean,
Just
I said that.
because they are like 17-1 in their last like 18 games or something.
Mhm.
Like
If
they are so hot right now
oh yeah.
that it's a 1-game playoff. Anything can happen. I'm giving it to the hot team. I get Scherzer's like the best pitcher in the league right now, and that Dodgers roster is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
But Bellinger's been garbage this year.
He's
Max
been
Muncy just
horrible.
fractured his hand
Oh, wasn't it his elbow or was
or
it his hand?
elbow. He did something to
I heard
that,
about that.
right?
Yeah, that was bad. That was the last game of the season too. Like that's unlucky.
Yeah, Corey Seager's not tearing the ball off, like tearing
No,
the
he's
cover off the
speaking
ball.
of being a Blue Jay next season, Corey Seager.
Okay, okay. Save your Blue Jays.
We're gonna have a wish list video coming out soon.
Yes, we will, but save that for the wish list video. I'm going to the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm completely back the
Like they
Cardinals.
are so hot. Tyler O'Neill just won player of the month for the NL. He
He
out-hit
led in
Mookie
every
Betts,
stat. I swear, he
Trey
literally led
Turner,
every stat.
every stat. Plays Gold Glove defense. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know, like that. Yadier Molina. I want to see him make another playoff run. So I'm going Cardinals here.
I'm completely okay with that. So that moves the. So we're gonna say that we said the Reds, no, the Yankees move on and the Cardinals move on. So we're gonna move on to the ALDS and then the NLDS. So the ALDS, let's go with the red. So it would be the Rays versus the Yankees.
Yes.
And I think we can all come to a complete conclusion that it's going to be the Rays moving on because they've wiped the floor with the Yankees all season.
Yeah. I mean, they just needed to win one more game against them, but
Yeah, like what the heck? Tampa couldn't score 2 runs against the Yankees
but as you
bullpen.
can see, we're
Pathetic.
still very, very upset about it. But
Yeah, we're not going
yeah,
to move on. We're never going to move on.
I think Tampa's going back to the ALCS at
I
this
do
point.
too. I do too. And then the other ALDS is the Chicago White Sox and Houston Astros, which is probably one of the most boring matchups you're ever going to find. Like seriously, two teams that just make the playoffs because their divisions kind of suck. So I got to go with the Astros because they have the experience and the White Sox choke. But yeah,
Nah,
what
I'm
about
going
you?
White Sox.
I hope the White Sox win though.
I hope White Sox. I hope, but I will go Astros with the video for you. But like White Sox are, I don't know. I mean, their back bullpen is Kimbrel Hendricks. Like they have
Yeah,
two
but
Cy Young nominations,
the
right?
thing
You know
is
what I
though,
mean? Like
for the last month, the White Sox have just been in cruise control because they've had that division on lock since like what early
yes. I mean,
September.
you do make a fair point
Like they haven't had any what meaningful baseball to play in like a month.
compared to the Astros, who have like
They were kind of
had
fighting.
meaningful baseball
Yeah.
because the Mariners were hot.
Yeah, the Mariners were hot. Oakland was hot. Then they decided to not play anymore. But yeah, it was
They just
weird.
fell off
Oakland
the
just
face of the
fell
earth.
off. Yeah, it was so weird. Yeah. And then the NLDS, we said the Cardinals versus the Giants. I got to give it to the Giants because
I'm
the
going back to the Giants. I don't
Giants.
understand.
It's
It's not
destiny.
it's not an even year,
I
and
know
they're
what the heck.
playing like
It's an
they have
even
100
year.
and what, like 5 wins or something.
107, I believe.
107, like
Like what?
that's crazy.
Like who would have thought that the Giants? Like I was thinking like this year, like yeah, maybe they can contend for a wild card, but I didn't think they'd be like boom, beating Dodgers. Like what? That
Best
makes no
record in
sense.
baseball,
Yeah,
Giants. What?
Giants. Yeah, like
Like
who's on their
no
team?
one saw this coming.
Who is their best player? Like Chris Bryant? Like he came at the deadline.
I mean, Buster Posey's having like a resurgence in his career. Same with Brandon Crawford, Brandon Belt.
I love Brandon Crawford. What a guy. You know, it'd be really funny if the Giants just like absolutely suck next year. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if that
Oh,
happened.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I mean, Kevin Gossman's pitching out of his mind. Like, I don't know what they're doing in San Francisco, but it's working.
Pitching and bullpen. Oh
Yeah,
no,
it really
sorry,
is.
defense and bullpen. That's exactly what it is. Their bullpen's
really
insane,
is.
and their defense is not the best in the league, but I think it's third or second because the Cardinals have the best defense. That's why the Cardinals are in because they don't nothing gets through.
I mean, hey, you got. That's what I'm saying. This matchup would be interesting as anything. Like, you have two veteran catchers, Molina and Posey, on either side, right?
Imagine. Like once again, is this 2012? Like what the heck?
And then you got Bryant versus I don't know, Nolan Arenado,
It's a nice one. And then you got Brandon Belt and
Brandon
Goldschmidt.
Belt, who Paul Goldschmidt, like
Belt a first baseman, right?
yeah, he is the first
Yeah.
baseman. I don't know. Someone said he's hurt, so I don't know if that's true or not.
I really don't follow the Giants because they play in the NL West.
Yeah, and they always play at like 10 o'clock at night, so like
yeah,
I
okay.
never see anything. But
And then there's the other the AL or NLDS, which would be the Brewers and Braves. Once again, very boring. I'm gonna give that to the Braves just
I'm
because
going
at
Braves
least they're exciting.
too. Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, I want Freddie
Canadian,
Freeman to
like
win a chip.
Soroka.
Speaking of, he should be a Blue Jay next season.
You're just saying, okay, keep your Blue Jays bias till.
Dude, there's so many good free agents next season. I love it.
Oh my god. So to recap this round, we're saying the Tampa Bay moves on. I guess we'll say
Astros.
the Astros move on.
Astros.
Giants and
Giants.
Braves.
Yes. So then we move
Okay.
on to the ALCS, and we have the Rays versus the Astros. And wasn't that the matchup last year? Was that the matchup?
Was it? I thought it was Rays versus. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It
it was.
was.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna go Rays again.
I'm gonna go with you. I really don't want to see the Astros win.
Yeah, me too. That's pretty much the only reason why. So that means
I wouldn't be surprised though if the White Sox make it to the ALCS because
and also I would not be surprised if the Astros make the World Series.
yeah, I mean
they just good in the playoffs.
they are just good in the playoffs for some reason. But I'll go Tampa again.
Yep, but they don't have
whatever they're
playoff
doing
George
in Tampa
Springer
works.
anymore. Don't forget about that because we have playoff George Springer, and he was good in October.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He was good in October. It just happens.
NLCS here: Giants versus Braves.
Giants. I mean, what else can I say?
You got to ride the hot team this year. You really do. Like
besides the Cardinals, because they lost the Giants.
Honestly, if the Cardinals won their division, I would have put them in the finals.
Really, you think so?
Because I think whoever comes out of that wild card game, they're playing 5 games with the Giants.
Yeah, or they get swept. It's really one or two.
It's either or, right? And then I think the NLCS, it's 7 games, like 6 to 7 games. I don't think they're going to see a 4-1 series. Like I think it's going to be a 4-2, 4-3 series, right? So they're going to be playing a lot of baseball. Compared to Tampa here, where I'm seeing Tampa's going to sweep a wild card winner. Not sweep. Okay, they'll win in 4.
Yeah.
And then the ALCS, I say they're going to win in 5.
Yeah, and then in the World Series matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Giants. Nobody probably would have predicted that to begin the season, let's be honest. Because, I mean, the Rays were predicted to be the 4th place team in the AL East, and the Giants were like, yeah, probably 3rd. Like, they got 3rd on lock. I don't even know who's going to win. Exactly. I mean, the Giants aren't a small market team, but, like, they're not the Dodgers or the Yankees, which is what the MLB wants. But we want the Rays and the Giants, so who do you think is going to win?
Now, do I say who I think is going to win or who I want to win?
Both.
Okay, I want the Giants to win.
Of course, me too.
But the way Tampa Bay sports has been the last 2 years,
it's unfair.
Lightning winning back-to-back cups, Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah, I guess they have to win the World Series too, you know?
I think it's just a recipe for the Rays to win at this point.
Yeah, and I am actually going to back the Giants. I just think it's the year for them. Like, next year, I believe they won't be as good. So, you know what, Giants, go all the way.
I would
stick one
love
to the Padres.
Stick
it to the Giants. Yes, exactly. And
screw it. Let the Giants win.
Yeah, screw it. And World Series MVP is what's his name? Is Yamaguchi still in the Giants?
I think he got DFA'd.
Damn, I was going to pick him for World Series MVP.
I'm going Chris Bryant.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go with Buster Posey.
Buster
Posey. But if the Rays were to win, obviously it's the boy Randy because he's good in the playoffs. So yeah,
that guy only shows up in the he only shows up in the playoffs.
Dude, if he goes off again this year, I'm gonna
watch how Tuve go off again because that's just what he does in the playoffs randomly. Like
I would say Marcus Semien go off
or
again.
Judge go off for the Yankees. Like it's just gonna be so weird.
See, either the Yankees are just gonna go off, or everyone's gonna be flat. And I hope everyone goes flat, so they don't make it past the wild card game. But you never know what's gonna happen.
I mean, I think we've given some pretty controversial topics here, Chris. Keep an eye out on those Cardinals. I'm telling you, they could just go all the way. They are so hot right now.
You are rocking the Cardinals jersey.
I am rocking the Cardinals jersey.
Molina,
Paul Goldschmidt on the back, but
nice.
It's one or two videos I can wear a non-Jays jersey. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, let us know who you think below what your World Series matchup is and who's winning. And subscribe and like for more, and we'll see you guys all next time.